Hi everybody, it's story time with Aunt Molly again. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, let's see. Hair, check, glasses, check. Okay, I'm ready to go. Today I'm going to read you a couple of pages of The Golden Bird by the Brothers Grimm. Okay? The Golden Bird. A certain king had a beautiful garden, and in the garden stood a tree which bore golden apples. These apples were always counted, and about the time when they began to grow ripe, it was found that every one of them was gone. The king became very angry at this and ordered the gardener to keep watch all night under the tree. The gardener set his eldest son to watch, but about 12 o'clock he fell asleep. And in the morning, another one of the apples was missing. Then the second son was ordered to watch, and at midnight he too fell asleep. And in the morning another apple was gone. Then the third son offered to keep watch, but the gardener at first would not let him. He said he was afraid that some harm would come to him. However, at last he consented, and the young man laid himself under the tree to watch. As the clock struck 12, he heard a rustling noise in the air, and a bird came flying in that was made out of pure gold. It was snapping at one of the apples with its beak when the gardener's son jumped up and he shot an arrow at it. But the arrow did the bird no harm. It only dropped a golden feather from its tail, and then it flew away. The golden feather was brought to the king in the morning, and all the council was called together. Everyone agreed that it was worth more than all the wealth of the kingdom, but the king said, "One feather is of no use to me. I must have the whole bird." Wow. Then the gardener's eldest son set out and thought to find the golden bird very easily, and when he'd gone out but a little way, he came to a wood. And so he took his bow and made ready to shoot at it. But the fox said, "Do not shoot me, for I will give you good advice. I know what your business is, and that you want to find the golden bird. You will reach a village in the evening, and when you get there, you'll see two inns opposite each other. One which is very pleasant and beautiful to look at, but don't go in there. But for the rest of the night, go sleep in the other, though it may appear to you to be very poor and mean." But the son thought to himself, "What can such a beast know about such a matter?" So he shot his arrow at the fox, but he missed it. And the fox set its tail up above its back and ran into the wood. Then he went his way, and in the evening the son came to the village where the two inns were, and in one of these people were singing and dancing and feasting, but the other looked very dirty and very poor. "I should be very silly," said he, "if I went to that shabby house and left this charming place." So he went into the smart house and ate and drank at his ease and forgot the bird and his country too. Wow. Time passed on, and as the eldest son did not come back and no tidings were heard of him, the second son was sent out. And the same thing happened to him. He met the fox, who gave him the good advice, but when he came to the two inns, he saw his eldest brother was standing at the window where the merrymaking was. And the second son called to the brother, and the brother said, "Come in." But the second brother could not withstand the temptation and went in and forgot the golden bird and his country in the exact same manner. Time passed on again, and the youngest son, too, wished to set out into the wide world to seek for the golden bird. But his father would not listen to it for a long while, for he was very fond of his son and was afraid some ill luck might happen to him also and prevent his coming back. However, it was at last agreed that he would go, for he would not rest at home, and as he came into the wood, he too met the fox and heard the same good advice. But the third son was thankful to the fox and did not attempt his life as his brothers had done. So the fox said, "Sit upon my tail, you will travel faster." So the third son sat down, and the fox began to run and run, and away they went over stock and stone so quick that their hair whistled in the wind. Well, that's the stopping place for me for today for the story of the golden bird. Have you heard that story before? Me either. Well, you know what? Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to hear the next part of it, and we're going to see how the three brothers do with their looking for this, golden bird and its golden feathers. So I'll see you then. I miss you guys, and this is a way for me to keep in touch with you. Okay? All right. Have a good evening. Thanks for reading the story of the golden bird with me. Bye.